This is our math OGT practice 2008 part 2. I'm going to go through these problems here that we have. So question number 7, first off, Michelle paid $6 for a ticket to a football game. Soft drinks at the game cost 75 cents. Michael bought X drinks at the game. Which equation represents the total amount Y he spent? Correct answer to that is D, Y equals 6 plus 75X. So 6, of course, is how much the ticket cost. That's a constant. He's only buying one. And then the number of drinks he buys is our variable, so that's why we have the X there. 75 cents a drink, which I think is probably fairly cheap. Question 8. One style of jacket comes in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. These jackets have either buttons or a zipper. Jackets are available in 5 different colors. How many different combinations of the jacket are available? So we have 3 sizes. We have 2 clasp types. Buttons or zippers. And then we have 5 colors. To get our answer here, all we're going to do is take 3 times 2 times 5, which of course we get 30. Michelle picked a color cube from the bag of cubes, recorded the color and returned the cube to the bag. She did this 10 times. The table below shows the color of each cube as it was selected. Using the information from the table, how many times would a yellow cube be expected to be picked in 30 picks? So by looking at this table here, we can see how many times she chose yellow out of those 10 times. And when she did that, 4 out of the 10 were yellow. So if we take that and change that 10 to 30, okay, that would be multiplying it by 3. So we take that 4 times 3. And we get 12. 12 of those cubes should be yellow. Number 34, this is our graph question. When we take and plot these on here, we're going to start by plotting 1, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 0. And we make a triangle out of this. Okay? So we have 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 0. Okay? Now they're asking us to first reflect it across the x-axis. So that means we want to take it and flip it this way. Once we flip it that way, our 5, 0 actually remains the same. We will go down our 1 to here for our second point. And that point will be at 2, -1. And then our third point stays at the 1 and drops down to -3. So that'll be at 1, -3. Connect those to make our triangle. Okay, remember on your graph you should have all your points labeled just like these are labeled here. Now it's asking us to then rotate it 180 degrees, so we're around the origin. Okay, so our origin here, we're going to rotate it all the way over here. And when we do that, what we'll get is -1, 3, 2, or -2, 1, and -5, 0. So your overall drawing for this whole thing should look like this. Now, this isn't the entire question, because the last thing they want you to do for this, the vertices of the triangle 1 are 1, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 0. Triangle 1 is reflected across the x-axis, resulting in triangle 2 right here. Triangle 2 is then rotated around the origin, resulting in triangle 3 over here. In your answer document, draw and label triangles 1, 2, and 3 on the same coordinate plane. Describe a single transformation that would map triangle 1 directly into triangle 3. So in order to map that over there, we can reflect that across the y-axis, would be one possible answer for that, or move it left 2. Okay, so move our coordinates over in order to get there. Okay. Question 37. Airline executive drew a sketch of a logo on a napkin. She gave that logo to a graphic designer so he could make mathematically similar version on a computer drawing program. The center line of the new logo needs to be 10 centimeters long. Which of these proportions could the graphic designer use to find the value of y? So when we're looking at this, y, that corresponding side is 6.8. Okay, so we have 6.8. And y. Then we have the what is given to us, which 4, the corresponding side for 4 is 10, which is how big they want to make it. So our correct answer for this is C. Flag for the city of Salina, Ohio is shown below. Flag has a total area of 5,472 square centimeters. In the center of the flag is a circular design. The diameter of the design is 48 centimeters. What's the approximate area of the flag that is not covered by the circular design? So we know on this one, we need to use our area formula for the circle, which is pi r squared. Okay, we get the area, which is pi 24 squared. Okay, because they give us the diameter, we divide that in half to get our radius. So area then equals about 1808.64. Now we're not done yet because we have to subtract that from the total area. So they give us that it is 5,472 centimeters squared. We're going to subtract 1808. And what we're left with is 3,663, which gives us C. 29, Madison is filling balloons with helium. When full, the balloons are nearly spherical in shape with a diameter of 12 inches. What's the approximate volume of the balloons? Well, volume, we need to know our volume formula here. Volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. They give us here that our radius, they give us our diameter, our radius is going to be 6, so that's 6 cubed. 4/3 pi 6 cubed. Plug that into your calculator, and you'll get about 904 inches cubed, which gives us D. When x is greater than 1, one expression has a value less than x. Correct answer for 10 is C. Central Health Center employs 360 individuals. This is question number 14. Central Health Center employs 360 individuals. The graph shows the different types of positions at Central Health Center. Positions at Central Health Center, and then you have all this. It says approximately 48% of the physicians and dentists employed by Central Health Center are women. How many of the physicians and dentists are women? First thing we need to do, we take the total amount of people we have, 360. Okay, and it tells us that physicians and dentists make up 15% of the total. So we're going to multiply 360 times 0.15. That's going to give us how many physicians and dentists we have, which gives us 54. Then, after that, it tells us that 48% of those people are women. So we're going to take that 54 and we're going to multiply that by 0.48, or 48%, which then gives us 25.92, which gives us 26 really. It's almost 26 people. We can't have 0.92 of a person. So the correct answer is A. Lastly, question 11, a sports club is planning a cookout. The food service charges $1.75 per person plus a flat fee of $200. The club can only spend $500 for food service. In your answer document, determine the maximum number of people the club will be able to serve. Use a table, graph, or equation, or any quality to support your answer. You could do this in a lot of different ways. The way I looked at it was pretty much through an equation. So I set up an equation. The total cost, C, equals, well, they charge a flat rate of $200. So we have $200 plus $1.75 X. Okay, that's how many people we can serve. Well, we know we can only spend $500, so C is going to equal 500. So we get 500 equals 200 plus 1.75 X. Now we just solve this equation, subtract 200 from both sides. Divide by 1.75. And we get X is equal to 171.8, something like that, but we can only serve actually 171 people. Make sure you throw a few snowballs today. Make sure you sled ride a little bit and enjoy the rest of your day.